So I'm just sitting here outside one of my favorite cafes in the West End, and I was just thinking about how one of the sort of gifts that I carry is actually in sharing my own stories and sharing my own learning, like the things that I try and the things that I do well or the things that I don't do well, the things that show up and go, hey, this is not quite the right direction. And so I'm creating a little bit of content right now around this eclipse season, Mercury Retrograde, just sort of, we're in this really transformative period of time where for the next few weeks we're gathering a lot of intel, a lot of clarity around what's not working, what we need to let go of, what is still standing in our way. And for a lot of us, these are things we're aware of. This is stuff that's been, maybe came up in October and you had a chance to make some changes then and possibly you didn't, or any other time. These are sort of big life changes. I believe that many of us are in a reinvention stage, and that part of that is requiring us to dissolve our prior identity, who we said we'd be, who we said we were, how we thought it would all go. And some of that will require, grieving and acceptance around the choices that were made and the time that has passed. And more importantly, it is about making those changes now. And coming into this next full moon eclipse on May 5th, we really have an opportunity to write a new story. So for myself, this is all happening in my 8th house in astrology, which has to do a lot with, because it's in Taurus, has a lot to do with money. And it also has to do with life and death cycles, like literally letting things fall away. So I'm aware of that. I'm watching those things in my life, and I'm really seeing the reality that I've created for myself through decisions I've made, through things I haven't done. Interestingly, this morning I was asked, where are you the hardest on yourself? And I said, I'm the hardest around my fear. I know that I have a lot of fear. It gets in the way of my confidence. It takes me time to make decisions and to move on things that I feel really called towards, which I've talked about on this channel before. And even once I do make that change, sometimes I'll kind of be hard on myself again about how long it took or what I could have done with that time if I'd done that sooner. And so this is something I'm really becoming aware of right now and allowing myself just to accept and challenge myself to step into something more. I get to change that story. That doesn't have to be the full truth. And every day there are so many opportunities, moments, ideas that come across through experiences that I'm having, and there's something in me that just continues to hold and wait, and maybe something better will come. Maybe I'll have a better idea, or maybe this has already been said and people don't need to hear this. So I really get in my way with second guessing, doubt, and coming from a place of fear based on long history when I didn't feel safe in expressing myself or using my voice the way that I have really stepped into over the last decade or so. So anyway, I would love to know where this is showing up for you in terms of what are you noticing in your own life that's really looking to change, whether it's looking to fall away, be let go of, or you just know that it's time to upgrade, to move that further along, that there is more for you, because now really is the time. Interestingly, once we pass through this full moon and the retrograde ends, come mid-May, we get this beautiful energy of Jupiter coming right into the same area of our chart. And Jupiter will be hanging out there, transversing the sign of Taurus for about a year. And so the things we're working on now, we are setting the stage for the next year of what will be expanded and grown and supported. So it really is a magical time for allowing yourself to shift, change, let go. And if you're not sure what this means or how it affects yourself or your chart, please reach out. This is something that I really love to do, and we can look at this for you, for your own personal imprints, for your own moment in life, and what does it all mean, and how can you make the best use of this coming year?